Game Face is looking a little different this week as we have another very special guest with us today. No, it's not Lee's second personality or even Simone's pet potato. It's DeeJay, also known as DeeJayHerro on Twitch and Xbox. DeeJay, welcome to the show. How's it going?
Woohoo! It's good. I'm excited to be here. It is 1 o'clock in the morning for me, but I am happy to be here because I'm always awake at this time anyways. So
well, thank you so much for taking some time out of your sleep schedule to join us.
Yeah, it's structured. It's structured staying up late now rather than unstructured staying up late like I normally do.
So you're just like they're playing a game, trying to beat a game. Yeah.
Or watching TikTok for an hour straight for no reason.
Nice headphones, by the way, and they match your t-shirt.
Oh, did I happen to wear all Xbox things on purpose?
Very nice.
Have you got Xbox pants on? That's the question, though.
I did not buy the shorts yet. I thought about them, but then I saw they wanted $40 for them. I would rather spend $40 for Under Armour ones than Xbox ones because I'm gonna assume those Xbox ones are probably not the highest quality.
Are they real? I didn't know that was the thing.
No, they had Xbox there were those like the sweat shorts basically, right? So it's like that fabric, and they had like the little the controllers. I don't know if you can see them behind me. They were that color.
Oh wow! Okay.
The yellow controller colored, like not the whole thing. They're black, but they had like the words on it were that color.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Flip. So, that's really cool.
Xbox everything. That's a bit insane. So
if
yes.
I told you my underwear was Xbox, would you believe me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. It's not, but if it was.
And Mr. Lee, Simone, how are you guys doing?
Oh, good. I mean, we're in lockdown at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's, pros and cons.
Pros and cons to lockdown.
Pros and cons.
Well, hopefully we get out of lockdown this week.
Yeah, we find out tomorrow, eh?
Tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow
so.
or Thursday. It's close. It's so close we can taste it.
Yep.
Have you stopped looking at each other's faces and stuff now? You Melbourne people?
Oh, it's kind of hard. You go out for a bit of a walk, the coffee shop's open, you just wander and start licking the guy's face.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
And then
Everyone's so friendly here.
Yeah.
They are, yes.
People, other people in other countries, they shake hands. We just walk in and lick the barista's face. How are you doing? Tastes like coffee.
That's why the coffee's so good here in Melbourne.
Okay.
The baristas are well oiled. Mr. Lee, how are you?
Oh, mate, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know where I can follow that really, though.
I don't think you should.
I appreciated the visual drawing you gave me. Yeah. I had the whole video. I was here for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
whatever I say now doesn't really matter, I think. Just I'm good. It's Tuesday, so it's not Monday. Although I didn't go to school today on Monday, so that's nice. I had a day off yesterday, which is good.
Oh, nice. Our day off is next week.
Yep. Next Monday.
What? A different queen's birthday.
Yeah, you're celebrating one queen. We're celebrating a different queen. I don't know what happens or why the queen gets so many birthdays, but man, if I was the queen or king, I would also demand birthdays all the time.
All the birthdays.
I was so interested to hear that they don't celebrate Queen's birthday in the UK.
No, they
blew
don't.
my mind. Why not? No. Why do we get a day off and the UK doesn't?
It's for the peasants. It's for the commoners. It's for the Commonwealth. It's not for us English.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Peasants, have your holiday.
Yes, you may have a holiday. Yes, that's fine.
We have agreed that you have a holiday. You can thank us later. That's amazing. So, before we dive into the main meat of the podcast, DeeJay, we have to grill you a bit and just, get to know you and what makes you so special and why we're excited to have you on. But the first question we have to ask is, why Xbox? I mean, you've got PC gaming, you've got PlayStation gaming, you've got Nintendo Switch. I mean, you've got TikTok on your phone. What more could you need?
I have Xbox on my phone now too, which is amazing. That adds to it.
Don't even tell us that. We can't even look at you right now.
My bad. My bad. Everybody looks away. I saw both of you guys look away.
Everyone's just like, yeah, rub it in.
My bad. No, so let's see. I would have been, goodness, I don't even know how old I was at that point. I was pretty big into playing certain different little games, right? So I remember playing, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a website back in the day called Miniclip.
Yes.
I used to play Miniclip all the time. I'd go to my mom's office. She worked at a college. So I'd finish school, I'd go there all the time. She was at the activity center, so like for the students to go play like pool and stuff. And I had a, how to put it this way, had kind of like a traumatic life experience happen like around that time in my life, and I needed something to like turn to. And so I was going to mini clip and it was fun and stuff. And then one day one of the students comes in and he was playing this machine I'd never played before called an Xbox, right? They had like a Super Nintendo, they had a Dreamcast stuff, but then they got the Xbox, and they were like, some kid was like, hey, come play this game with me, it's Halo. And then I was like, I just remember, I don't know if you guys remember the first moment when you get the dual thumbsticks and you were like, what in the heck is happening?
With the Duke controller as well. Yeah.
With the Duke controller, yeah. So you're trying to do movement and looking around at the same time. You're like, this is not okay.
I remember that.
Something is wrong. But then, yeah, once he figured it out, and then I don't know, that's just kind of where it all started. And I stayed with that for a while. We ended up getting one at my house. My dad ended up buying one for us, and then we never really bought PlayStations. We borrowed people's PlayStations, and then we just kind of just kept going. And then all my friends were playing on the Xbox, and especially because like Halo back in the day, right? Halo, everybody was playing Xbox 360s. Like we all had our 360s, and so I didn't buy an Xbox One day one. I had to pay for a wedding ring actually. So
nice.
So I had to put the down payment on there instead of buying an Xbox. But I got it. Actually, my wife let me buy it after we got back from our honeymoon. I bought a Xbox One the day we got back. So, and then Series X, obviously it was a give. Like you had to buy it. So
pretty much day one, just get in the queue.
Yeah, and so Xbox, it's I don't know, it's just where I've been. It's where a lot of my friends are. And now it's like why go anywhere else now that we have Game Pass?
Pretty
That's
much.
kind of where it's turned to. It's like I don't need to spend more money on video games. So I was like, I just pay for Game Pass. I'm good to go.
My backlog is big enough. I don't need to spend more money on it.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's similar story to Mr. Lee with Halo. You know, fired up, got Halo going, and that was it. It was all over after Halo.
Yeah.
Just seems
to save me buying a PC or anything. I could just buy Xbox games and just plug them in and they worked. I didn't have to do setup and stuff. It was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, no drivers or audio issues or all that nonsense. Just plug
I did go through a very long period of my life where I was addicted to RuneScape. I don't know if you guys played that ever.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yep.
That was where I got my entrepreneurial mindset, where I'm like, I can buy stuff for people and sell it to other people for more stuff. Hence the other stuff that we do.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's fantastic. Very cool. So, man, been playing Xbox since the original. That's impressive. Yep. That's very cool.
Very, very close to when it was actually launched too. I think we had ours at the college like 3 months after it came out.
Oh wow,
man, that's cool.
Did you like line up for a 360 when it was released?
I don't think we actually did. I'm trying to remember because my dad had this weird set that we couldn't have Xbox Live because it would put a virus on your console. That was his mindset. Somebody told him that.
My dad would have been
it was
the same.
In his head. Yeah, he was right there. He was like, no, we ain't getting that. It's gonna get a virus. So there was no reason for us to go to 360. And so we just played. Me and my brothers just played Halo. Just killed each other all the time. Just 2 people, 3 people, like whatever.
Oh, that's so cool.
So no, I didn't have a day one, but we did get it pretty quick after. And then I ended up buying another one. And then, you guys know how it all went. We went Red Rings and probably bought like 5 Xbox 360s. I don't know. It was some dark days.
Oh, wow. Just a few. So I take it you're a bit hyped for Infinite.
Yes.
Cautiously hyped or like hyped?
I think that 343 knows that they have to knock the Sun out of the park. And like, and some people are like, no, don't put all the pressure on them. I'm like, no. I was like, the pressure is on them for a good reason. I was like, and they have to knock this one out. And like, so I don't think there's a way this is going to be bad. I think there's always a way for them to show it bad, like at E3, like they've done before. But I don't think
Microsoft will let them get away with it then? You don't think Microsoft will let them get away with it this time?
No.
If it goes bad? Oh, with the show? Oh, you're saying with the game?
Yeah,
of course
with
not.
the game.
No way. You're gonna see a whole restructure if it comes out and it flops. They'll be like 343. You know what? you're gonna go make Banjo Kazooie, all right?
Like here's Viva Pinata 3. You go make that.
Yeah, we're gonna give Halo over to id Software, and we're gonna let them play with it now.
Imagine that Halo with thrash metal playing. That'd be amazing.
I would rather have that, honestly. I think it would knock it out of the park. Imagine Doom taking Doom engine, dude, and just,
oh man, turning that into Halo. That'll be fantastic.
Just the music alone.
I'm really good at going off subject, but I think with this Halo Infinite, I think there's going to be something in it. We talk about people are like, no, we don't want a battle royale. I think there's going to be something in that category of battle royale, but I don't think we're ready for it. I don't think we have any clue what's going to happen.
Do we need it though? Do we need?
I don't think it's going to be battle royale. I don't think it's going to be battle royale exactly. I think it's going to be in that same category, but it's going to take it to another direction in another level.
That's
okay.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Because wasn't Halo the first to do 1v100 or something like that? If I remember correctly.
It was. Well, I think they were the first ones to bring in big team battle, right? So it was that 25 on 25, if I remember right.
Wow.
Man.
And then you're talking about Warzone too, right? We had Warzone in Halo first, right? Was it Halo 5 that had Warzone?
I think so, yeah.
Oh man, like, and but I did not expect that when it came out. And so if we can get something, if they could keep going in that direction,
definitely. So yeah.
So have you played all the Halos? Are you fully up to date and waiting to go?
Yes. Actually, believe it or not, so for our podcast, so we do Ziba Games, right? So when we do our podcast, we do a game of the week. We did Reach. I never played Reach, and I never played ODST Stories.
Reach is amazing.
I had just bought those games so that I got the multiplayer map packs back in the day. So get it, boom, put the disc in. I was ready to play. I was like, all right, we're going back online.
That's great.
So we went back and played them. I'm like, I love these games. Like ODST, like especially like now that it's all like updated. Oh man, what a game. That one, I
was really surprised. As it was. Yeah, same. I played that game a few weeks back and it was amazing. Yeah, it was awesome. I love the music in it. The music's amazing.
Yeah.
So Kyle and I just finished 4. Is ODST better than 4? Because we haven't played ODST yet.
It's different. It's a different sort of game, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, like 4 so far is the best Halo. It like Reach comes close, but 4 just pulls everything off so well that I think 4 is really good because of 1, 2, and 3 that comes before it, and the fact that it leads up to 4. But 4 is like the capstone is just so good. Everything they do is just on point. In my opinion, that is.
True.
I think I said that to someone and I almost got set on fire.
Yeah, someone today didn't agree with you in the chat. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo 4's story is a lot better than Halo 5's story. Let's just put it that way.
Halo 5 story is really weird. I thought the whole thing was a bit odd.
Yeah.
Just didn't feel right.
The structure is, you're like, what are we playing? Like,
what's going on here? Yeah. Where is he? Where is the Master Chief? What's he doing?
Brilliant. So you're on a different podcast, Zuba Games. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we can get a little bit. It's I would say it's kind of similar to how you guys do yours. I mean, we just do a weekly show. Me and my buddy Yogami, we've met through streaming, and we've been doing Ziba Games for, I think we're on episode 68 right now. So like a year and a half ish, right? We're coming around. We started PAX South right before quarantine and everything started happening. So right after PAX South. So it would have been like in January of 2020. So things were seeming really great at that point, right? We were like, what's COVID, right? Nobody, whatever. and then all of a sudden everything went wild. But we all hung out at PAX South that time, and I was like, we should make an Xbox podcast, and then we did. And then we've kind of gone through the reins with who's the hosting it and who's not hosting it, and then like the main part of our game, right? Main part of our show is we do a Game Pass game every week. We just play a new one. You don't necessarily have to beat it, but the idea is like everybody just to try different games.
Just play a couple hours and yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I gotta word that differently. It's not a hate. I do not like. I've never liked story games. I want to play online with my friends, whether we're doing a story together. I love that. I'm down for that. or I want to go kill people, right? Like, and that sounded demonic or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not that I want to kill people, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be competitive against other people. Like, and that's just like,
You like
that's where I
seeing
thrive in
people's
video
heads
games.
pop off. You like seeing people's heads pop off. Yeah,
I'm
Is that
telling
what
you,
like?
when you hit somebody with that, what's the Magnum in Gears of War? Like when you hit somebody with that headshot with that thing, it is a satisfying feeling.
That's a great noise. They've done that so well.
But yeah, and so it's just ever since we started doing this podcast, it's opened my mind to so many games. Like we played Plague Tale Innocence. Have you guys played? I don't know if you guys have played that one.
Yeah.
What a game! Like, and like that was the first game we picked, and I got into it, and I was like, I would have never tried something like this, and so that was the idea for the podcast. It was like we wanted to make people want to play other games and to branch out. But then it's been helped me more than. I don't know if it's helped other people. It's probably helped other people, but most of the other people in our podcast are like, "Oh yeah, we've already played that. It came out last week on Game Pass." I'm like, "All right, well we're playing it this
week." You have to say we have jobs.
It's
limited time to play games.
That's true. And so yeah, that's the games for the most part. I mean, really,
very cool.
So you started to say you were streaming for a while before the podcast, though, because I feel like you've been streaming for quite a while. Yeah. I think I started streaming in 2015. I want to say it's about 2015. I started streaming and it was on and off. I went through a weird phase and I don't want to admit it, but my weird phase was I used to wear a Spiderman suit while streaming. So I actually used to be DJ Spiderman for a long time. And it sounds super silly, but like, I mean, it's kind of satisfying to watch somebody dressed as Spider-Man, like destroying people like in Destiny, right? Like you're playing a different game and you're just like, you're watching this guy just going off and you're like, this guy's dressed as Spider-Man and killing people and yelling.
Did you have the mask as well? So could people see your face? Yeah.
I was decked out. I could send it to you guys sometime. There's a video.
I think you should. I think you should.
Somebody made a YouTube video for me because I was like one of like the streamers of the week, like Beam streamers of the week. Because I was on Mixer. So I started on Twitch. I was playing H1Z1. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was about the time where like I got into streaming. I was like, I like this. It's fun. And then some of the partner guys I was playing with that were on Twitch, they were like, hey, dude, you should look at Mixer. Like it's new, it's hot right now, or it's Beam at that point.
Oh yeah,
go look at this. And so they're like, Microsoft's talking about acquiring them right now. You should go look at it. So I went over there, got in, and then I think I was on Mixer for or Beam, whatever, 6 months. Right around that time is right when the Mixer thing happened, right when I got my partnership on there. And then I don't know, I did a lot of really cool things on there that I never would have ever gotten to do. And so Mixer helped me do like really cool things. And so I'm sad about it leaving, but I also really enjoyed like the opportunities and the friends. Like that's how I found your guys' podcast. Like we were talking about that before the show. I like a lot of the people that I interact with streaming or even on a daily basis. Like I got so many friends from Mixer that I just text all the time. And so,
man, that's awesome.
And so yeah, it's just been this big old giant roller coaster. I've been to so many conventions and stuff because of Mixer, and it's just
Jeez,
that's great.
Fantastic. Oh well, pour one out for Mixer because that was our home. That was where we started this whole streaming thing. Before that, we were just locking ourselves in a room to record a weekly podcast. Not doing very well at all.
That's right. We were just doing audio, weren't we? You were fighting the video.
Yeah, I was not keen on video for a long time. Oh, brilliant. Man. So yeah.
It was my fault. I recorded our podcast on my phone one time, didn't I?
Yeah, you set your phone Mixer up in the corner as streaming to Mixer, like really bad, 160p quality, no mics plugged in.
My poor phone was melting because it just streamed for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. What's that smell?
It's fire. Wait.
As the podcast just gets more and more chaotic as we start breathing in the plastic fumes.
And they were never the same again.
Yeah, it was gonna get more entertaining with all the plastic fumes in there. Everybody started to get a little high.
Oh, brilliant. So we're still in June and we're still in doing our backlog games. Have you been following along or not really, DJ?
A little bit. So I catch you. I try to catch you guys. This is the time of the night where I'm normally like I'm pretty deep in my stream, in my like whatever I'm playing, right? So I'm like hardcore, like getting competitive in Rocket League stuff. So when I do catch you guys, I do. But I try to hit backlog stuff, but I am so bad at going backwards. Like I always tell myself I'm gonna go play like this is just last week. We played a Remnant from the Ashes,
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
and it's such a good game. But I haven't gone back. I put in like 6 hours the first time, and I was like, man, I love that game. That was a great game. I just haven't had it into me to click that game again. I'm looking at it right there. I'm like,
What are you playing then? What are you playing instead? You're just playing Destiny
I'm not
or
gonna lie to
something?
you. Rocket League right now. I don't know. I love Rocket League. Me and my buddies too. We've been playing. I don't know if you guys play Knockout City.
Not
We've
yet,
heard of
no.
it. It's
Yeah.
What a game!
everyone's
What
talking
a,
about it at the moment.
What
Eh?
a game! And then I kind of got hooked on Wreckfest. So, but
Oh,
But
Wreckfest.
no,
I
I mean,
installed that.
my-
I actually installed
my
that to play it.
backlog is terrible though. Let's just put it that way. I'm good. My co-host Yogami, he's bad. He leaves them all installed. I just delete them. I'm like, I'm not gonna play that game again. Let's be real. I'm not gonna play it again.
See, at least you're honest with yourself. Yeah.
I just delete it. I'm like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going back.
So this week I installed Maneater and
Yep.
what's that stupid truck one that you drive around in the snow?
Snow Runner.
Snow Runner. I installed those
Ah.
two thinking I might play those. Those sound really good. That's as far as I got. I installed them and
I
now they're sitting
downloaded
there
them. I
mocking
downloaded
me.
them 2 weeks ago, and I haven't played them yet. They're just sitting there.
They're just mocking me now.
I've heard they're good.
Yeah, so have I. That's why I installed them. I was playing on Game. I was on my phone with Game Pass. Oh yeah, I'll install that remotely. That's a great idea. So I go turn the Xbox and Xbox goes installed. I'm like, yeah, but I'm playing Borderlands.
When you're away from the Xbox, you always have such good intentions. You look at your games and you go, "Oh, I could get those achievements. I could like get this game up to 50%. I could finish the story tonight, you know." And then you sit down at your Xbox and you go, "Oh, Lee's on Destiny.
Yeah.
Let's put another 6 hours into Destiny too, to add to our 500 hours already there."
Yeah. So Lee, how is Borderlands going?
It's really cool. I really like it.
Okay.
It's kind of, it really dumps you into the deep end when you first start though. The first thing you fight is this, you have a little pistol. Because it starts off quite nicely. You have like all the videos, you're like, hey, cool, you jump in and then you got this stupid, great big spider thing and a stupid little gun and it expects you to kill it. And no health, no bonuses, no nothing, and you're very little ammo. And it took me ages to get past this first guy. And I was like, oh, here we go. It's gonna be one of those games where it's just really hard the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But that it's not. That's like the hardest thing. And then since then, I've just been kind of concentrating on doing all the side missions. I've done every single side mission I see
Nice.
to be at least like 2 levels higher than I have to be for the story. So I've just been doing all the side missions to not have that issue again.
Oh, that's awesome. What character class are you playing?
I'm playing the Siren.
Ah, Lilith. Or what's her name?
No, Lilith's her mate. Lilith is the Siren that you rescue.
Okay, so you're playing number 2, hey?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. I only know
So-
the characters from number 1, and then number
What is
2,
she
the only
called?
character I know is Tiny Tina.
Tiny Tina. Yes, that's right. Yes.
I
Oh,
thought
what's this
Tiny
called?
Tina was a villain.
You should take that segue, Lee. Do you know that? I'm talking about. Have you guys heard about that yet?
No.
The Tiny Tina
Oh,
game that's
the
got
TV
leaked.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, I
no?
heard about that today. Yeah.
Yeah, spin-off game from 2K is coming out.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That's
So
awesome.
we'll see what happens there, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, that'll be great. Is it so Tiny Tina spin-off game? So it'll be like a Borderlands kind of.
Probably like the pre-sequel. I don't know if you played that one at
Oh,
all.
yeah.
That one was pretty good. That's what I'm assuming that's what everybody's guessing it's gonna be. It's gonna be like
It's
that.
like
so-
a what do you call
Play
it? A learn her story sort of thing or something like that. Do you reckon?
yeah.
Hmm. Oh, that's quite
Huh.
interesting.
So who is Tiny Tina? I thought she was a villain.
No, the little girl that's like, I'm gonna blow everything up, and then she's like a little like, I don't know how
So-
old you call her. She's probably like 12.
Right?
And she has a giant robot that follows her, eh?
Yes.
Which, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So is
I've
she the
only
one
played
from the
number one.
DLC? Is she the one from the DLC where you do a D&D game or something with her? Is that Tiny Tina?
I know she does a lot in number 2. She shows up in number 3. I'm pretty sure she's in number 1, but I don't know how much she does in number 1 anymore.
I'm just playing 2. I'm not playing 1. I've decided to skip 1, or I may go back to it. But it's awesome. The stories are cool. Like even all the side stories are really well thought out because they're really cool little stories that you kind of helping Lilith, and she's got a cult following her. So I rescued her. And then now she's got a cult of 5 people that are following her, and you have to go and help them. And they're a little bit mad, as you can expect from Borderlands. And and one of them is to go and grab a midget and throw him into the flames of something or other. That's just
You literally pick up a midget and then go on a mission.
Wait, now hang on. By midget, do you mean those really skinny, small, bald guys? No. Are they-
No, he's just
You're
like a
talking
small person.
Psychos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of
the
the psychos.
Psychos.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And he's really happy. He's really happy to be thrown into the flames. Like he was so happy and singing. It was just. So that's an example of the kind of stupidness of the stories, but they're just so
sounds
cool.
hilarious.
Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is awesome. And I put about 10 hours into the weekend. I think I put a shitload of time into it. Really, loads of time. It's awesome.
Oh,
When
fantastic.
you started this as your back to your backlog game, you didn't seem keen.
I wasn't sure because I think so. I started this game in 2016, and I don't know why I stopped playing it. And that was what concerned me was I'd just hit the same brick wall again and go,
Right.
just not get into it.
But you're older and wiser now,
That's correct. Yes,
So,
way more mature.
better at video games.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I played a
Okay.
lot of Borderlands back in the day. What's funny, it's all set in the snow initially, whereas Borderlands is desert, so it's kind of
Ah,
it's
yes.
a bit different. It's all snowy, but then you have areas now. I've kind of found the dust area, which is like a deserty area. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. I rescued Roland. I managed to do that. That was cool. That's the last thing I did.
Okay. That name sounds
Roland's a
familiar.
Yeah, he's the crazy kind of. He's the guy in charge
Okay.
of what's called Sanctuary. He's in charge of Sanctuary. So just running around there.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
cool.
It's very good. It's very good. I just want to play it. It's good because you just want to sit there because you can do it half an hour and you can just do one of the side missions in half an hour. Like you can just get in there for half an hour and do a quick kind of run around.
That's handy.
That whole save thing, Carl's complaining about the save. So I played one of the first missions is to go and take out a guy who throws fire at you. God knows what his name is. Flint, Captain Flint, I think he's called.
Makes
And-
sense.
Yes. So I got there the first time and he just beat me really badly. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I kind of had to go and do something. So I thought I'll just save it and then I'll log back in again. And then I'll go and attack him again from like you have these little respawn points you get all the time. I loaded in and it took me all the way back to the beginning again. And I'd already taken out like 2 bosses on the way and all these kind of baddies and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, really? But then I said to Carl, I was talking to you about it. You said just run. So I did just run. And that's how you get past them.
Yeah. The save system's kind of like Diablo 2 in a way. Like you save and exit. And then you
Yeah.
always spawn back in the camp and the enemies have respawned and things like that.
So what I've got in the habit of doing now is doing lots of little missions and then going back to Sanctuary and then just going, right, save there. And then I know respawn back again where it's actually saved rather than saving randomly and then appearing
Nice.
somewhere else randomly. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's just that one mission. That mission is quite far. Normally they're not that far to get to. That was just a bit of a mission to get to.
The mission was a bit of a
But I
mission.
had to kill him twice as well because that midget guy, I had to go back and do him again. This bloke that was Captain Flint. The midget guy wanted to be blown with the fire guy because they had all the fires. That's where he wanted to die. So I was like, oh, cool. Got to go run all the way through all the stuff again.
It's
Crazy.
like you got something against midgets. Just saying.
I don't know. I just
Just listening to the story, it sounds like Lee's got a vendetta. No, I
he
promise
was-
he was really happy, I promise.
he was so
He
happy.
was singing.
He was singing. Singing as I flicked the switch to turn the fire on. It was
Amazing.
so I'd recommend it. It's fun and it's easy to play. Like the guns are a
Also,
bit weird.
Tiny Tina is not in Borderlands 1. She's in 2, the pre-sequel, and 3.
Is she in the DLC?
Right.
She's got a special DLC. I'm sure it's her that does the DLC.
Someone
It's
has
like a
to do
D&D
it.
one or something.
Number 2.
Isn't the D&D DLC for number 3?
No, 2. I've loaded it. I logged into it accidentally.
Uh,
So I played it on the 360 initially for the first weekend, and then I was talking to Kinsman, and he's like, "Oh, we'll buy the 2, and then you can import your save from 360 to the Xbox One version." So I got the what do you call it? The Handsome Edition,
Oh, yeah.
which includes 2 and prequel souped up, like nice and high res, and there's a HD 4K patch you can download for it as well. So it looks pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Oh,
looks
that's
good.
great.
Gotta take some
But
screenshots.
also it includes all the DLC as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've got all the. It was like $17 for the whole lot. It was pretty cool,
That's
That's not
great.
too bad at all. Man.
Hmm.
Flip.
and it worked. I was able to import my save. I didn't have to start again, which I was thinking I might have to. But
Oof.
that was cool.
Thank you, Xbox, for the cloud saves.
Thank you, Xbox. I know it just works.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
works.
It just works. Yeah,
Amazing.
so it's cool.
And it's only Borderlands, eh? That's all you've been focusing for back to your backlog.
Borderlands 2 is all I've played. Yes.
Man.
I installed Man-Eater and I installed
SnowRunner.
SnowRunner.
And that was it.
And I looked at them. Yeah, that was it.
Looked at them and we're like, Borderlands has guns.
Borderlands, yeah. I really want to do the handball one as well. The one that EA just brought out.
Oh, yeah, that Knockout City or something.
Knockout City. I really want to play that as well. I've seen so many good reviews about that.
Everyone's playing that at the moment.
That is a sweaty game, let me tell you. Holy cow, man! You'd be like, "That's not how it works." I caught it. We're just yelling at each other.
So you've played it, DJ?
Oh, a lot. I think I'm tier like 90 something on the battle pass already. Yeah. So awesome. I don't know if you guys haven't looked at it very much, but so the battle pass in that game works super cool. So it's like your street rank. So you max out, and then it takes you to the next tier, and you get to keep doing it. So you go to 100, you just keep going.
Oh wow!
So
it's like Gears.
Getting new stuff. Yeah. You can see. You don't see exactly what you're going to unlock, but it's like, hey, in 2 more levels, you're going to unlock a knockout emote, whatever that hits when you knock out somebody, or you're going to get a new face or a new clothes. It's just kind of cool. It shows you what you're going to get. So, but you don't. It's random inside of that, right? But
okay,
cool. Yeah. Like that.
Oh, very cool. And the version on Game Pass, is that the full version, or does that only allow you to play for 10 hours?
It's full version. No, full version. Okay. There is a 20 level version out there, which you can get. Yeah.
I saw that. I was wondering if that EA Play were doing that funny trial version of you get 6 hours if you have green shoes.
So they were initially for the first couple of weeks, they were going to do for 2 weeks, you can play as much as you like. And then they decided to have a permanent up to level 20.
Okay.
I think it was called Block Party. Yeah, they did it for the first 10 days. They did Knockout City Block Party.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And it was I think they had a numbers. It was like 5 million players they had.
Jeez.
Logged into that game.
Impressive.
So you look at Outriders. How much Outriders done 3 million in a month or something?
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, wow, compare the numbers. It's insane.
Yeah. Just a bit different, eh?
Yeah.
And Simone's been playing Stardew.
Yes. I have obeyed our Twitter poll. Now I know everyone was excited about the purple pants. But like I said, it's really hard to make friends in Stardew, and the first year is really hard. No one likes you. But I have been trying. In fact, I got a tip from the guy that knocks stones together. Told me that the one character, Emily, he's a geosmith. Is that a word? He does stones.
He does stones.
Geologist, or talking about in the game?
Yeah, in the game.
Oh, I was like,
he's a geologist, so he knows stones, but then he also is like a blacksmith because he makes tools for you. So he's just very helpful.
Handy. He's handy.
Very handy.
He's a smith.
He is. His name's Gunther, I think. He gave me a tip that one of the really nice characters in the game, Emily, likes cloth as a gift. I don't have any gold. I don't have any cloth.
Not mayonnaise?
Not mayonnaise, no. Apparently, I've got chickens, but I don't have sheep. You need sheep to make cloth. And I'm poor. And it's winter, so nothing grows in winter. So maybe I just need to carry on talking to people and they will let me know what people like. However...
So I got one question for you.
Yep.
How long have you been playing this game for?
50 hours.
She fired that off quick.
I know, because I was on GOG today and it gave me the milestone that I'd been playing for 50 hours.
Funny. Wow. Okay. You feel like he's still learning you?
Oh, yeah, all the time. I mean...
It's like life.
It is like life, except with aliens as well. So that comes with its own bunch of, question marks. What is nice is that there was an update to the game in December last year that has brought in some UI changes. So I used to write down on a piece of paper next to me while I played who liked what. So if I gifted someone a peach, and
a spreadsheet? Wait a minute, was it a spreadsheet or was
no,
it
was
just
like a
physical
physical piece of paper.
Oh, actual paper. Okay.
Yeah. But now they've added it into the game where you have a look at the person's profile in your notebook, and based on the gifts you've given them, it tells you what they liked and didn't like for future reference.
That's good.
Which is quite nice.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, and you can. I thought, I could kill my heart while I play the game and just gift people random stuff to trial and error what they like.
Kill your heart.
Yes, no, I'll explain why.
Okay.
Because the reason I could do that, I could game the system, figure out, be systematic about it. But then when I give them something they don't like, their comments are so harsh. I feel like the crappiest friend in the world. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. So now I'm just like, people like coffee and cakes. So I'm just going to give them coffee and cakes.
Who doesn't like coffee and cake? That's fair.
Exactly. And this all came to a peak when I got a letter one morning saying that it's winter at the moment, so it's snowy. I got a letter to say on the 25th, which is Christmas, or is Christmas on the 24th?
25th.
25th.
Every year.
They're doing a Secret Santa thing. And so they tell you who your person is, and I hardly speak to this person. So I have no idea what they like. And so now it's just like real life. It's terrible.
There's always that weird guy in the corner that you don't really know, no one really talks to. And you get him as a Secret Santa, you're like, oh, awesome.
Great.
I didn't want this guy.
So he's just getting some socks, maybe. I don't know.
Startle up to him randomly one day going, so, what do you like?
Exactly. And I don't have any
my
friends.
friend has you as a Secret Santa.
I'm doing some research.
See, I don't know how to do research except to give him random weird stuff, knowing that it's a game and he'll forget tomorrow. But I can't do it.
Give him some mayonnaise. That's always a good start.
Yeah, I appreciate the emotional investment you have in the game.
I can't help it.
It's kind of awe-inspiring, honestly. Like, I've never been emotionally invested that much into a game, and to see somebody get that invested, it's like, props.
Actually, I can give you an example. When I played Red Dead Redemption, there's an achievement for hog tying a woman and lying her on the train tracks and waiting for a train to run her over. And I got halfway through. The achievement's only worth 5 points, but I wasn't doing it for the points. I just wanted to get it complete, And I'd hog-tied her, and I'd got her to the point where I'm carrying her over my shoulder, and I'm near the train tracks, and I'm sitting there on the couch feeling physically ill. And I'm thinking, I can't do this. I'm going to spend the rest of my life regretting it if I do. And so I just thought, it's fine. This game will stay incomplete. And I'm okay with that.
Wow. Can you get Carl to do it? You should get Carl to do it. I'm sure he'd be fine.
It's still my character. I am John Marsden.
Oh, I see.
John Marsden is a good guy.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we have a DeeJay. We have a story about the purple pants, which we're waiting for Simone to complete in this game. Okay. And she's trying to get the purple pants from the mayor, is it? Or something like that?
It's the mayor has lost his purple shorts.
Lost his purple shorts.
Yeah.
This story's been going for how many years has this story been going on for now?
Since we started, just about.
2019.
2019, okay, on to year 2.
Dang.
And how far have you got with this, Simone?
I have found the purple pants, but I can't get to them because they're in another character's bedroom.
Uh-oh.
And you can't get into other people's bedrooms until you're really, really good friends with them.
Just like real life.
Just like real life. So I know where the pants are. I know what happened. Well, I think I can guess. I'm not good enough friends with this lady to.
That's some good friends too.
I love it.
Best of friends.
You know what's incredible though is they've been on her floor in her bedroom all year. She has not put them away or put them in the washing machine. They're just on the floor.
It must be like a shrine. Like she's not gonna give those up.
Oh, she's missing him.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Maybe I should talk to the mayor and say, mate, go talk to her.
Good word.
Yeah, she might be a bit obsessed.
Maybe.
time-
It's for your own safety. You probably shouldn't go over there.
Next time
Oh.
you go, there'll just be candles set up around the purple pants.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. A picture of the mayor, some candles.
I'll find out who has hers as her secret Santa, and I'll say, I know what she likes.
Give her the mayor.
Yes, indeed.
Brilliant.
What have you been playing, Kyle?
So, Monster Hunter World is my backlog game for June, and in the proper method of Carl, I restarted the game from scratch because why not? And my new character. So I've just kind of started. I'm already 12 or 13 hours into the game. My main character was only 15 hours into the game, so I've pretty much caught up to where I am, and I'm actually understanding what's going on, which is a great feeling to jump into Monster Hunter World and know what's going on. You go, I know how things work in this game. It's amazing. It's a lot better than when we played the first time and we were clicking buttons going, the monster keeps killing us. I don't know what's going on. And then shooting me
Kyle
in the
kept
trap.
shooting me in the. Yeah, she kept shooting me all the
So
time.
you're also older and wiser now.
Yes, I am.
Ah, that's what it is.
We're all older and wiser. So we should play together, Lee. I now understand what's going on and I can teach you the ways of hunting monsters.
Ah, show me the ways. I know, but I'm playing Borderlands. You invited me on the weekend. I was like, dude, I'm playing Borderlands.
and I
Like,
was
there's
like,
nothing going on.
Borderlands has a save. Just jump in.
He said, "Not today." Playing Borderlands.
Borderlands Row. Not this month. I want to finish it. It's a 30-hour game. I'm thinking I can do it this month. I reckon I could get it knocked out.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
you definitely can.
Well, you might have to forego some of the side quests if you're being that thorough.
I like being overpaid OP for all the levels, though.
No, fair enough.
Overpeed.
OP'd, OP. Yeah.
Oh,
Makes life way easier when you come to bosses.
yeah, it does. But where's the challenge? Where's the fun?
Oh, believe me, they're still pretty hard. Like, some of them are ridiculous.
Oh yes.
And I think near the end they
think-
get worse, don't they, as well?
Yeah, and one thing when I think about Borderlands was one of the first games to like I feel like do it right, where they did a what's it called, like scalable, when different, like when you bring in more people into the game, and like scalable like the level to
Yes,
how many
that's
people are
right.
playing. I feel like they were
Yep.
like one of the first ones to do it right.
I did
Maybe
say
not
there's more
necessarily
baddies,
right's
isn't
not
there?
the right
Way-
word, but yeah, and they get stronger too. And
Yeah.
it gets wild.
That's fantastic. That's awesome.
I'm impressed. I'm doing 1,200 points of damage per shot currently with my shotgun, my sniper rifle on their heads, which is nice.
Dang.
But I went from 350 to 1,200 from one gun. So I was like, yeah, this is a good upgrade. This is nice.
So Borderlands doesn't allow you to do your dad build though, because you're constantly getting new
Uh,
weapons, and you're constantly having to
yeah,
change based on what they give you.
No, I kind of keep the same gun unless I find a better version. I'm still running. I've got a pistol sniper and one of a rocket launcher or a like a grenade launcher shotgun thing.
Oh
I don't know,
yes,
whatever it is. It shoots rockets quite quickly, quite a lot of them. It's quite cool. But then I found this rocket launcher which just obliterates things, which is all quite cool though.
Oh, nice.
That's always handy. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just need a bit of a rocket to the face.
That's right. Yeah, I was clearing zone. I was trying to run. I just rescued Roland, and we had to run through all these robots appeared. And the easy way was just rocket launcher, run, rocket launcher, run. That was the way to go.
That's amazing.
So much running. I'm not used to running away from baddies as well. Normally you just sit in and clear the room, but here you just run and get out of the way.
Just keep going. That's what you have to do in Borderlands.
Mm.
Just keep pushing forwards. I found. Yeah, but Monster Hunter World. Going back to that.
Yeah,
So,
sorry.
My character now is got almost full level armor, bone armor, because I've figured out how you upgrade armor and you upgrade weapons. And jumped in with Perky Turkey on the weekend, and we struggled against a monster a couple times, but got there in the end. So it's doable. I didn't shoot him once, which is a good plan.
Oh, that's nice.
Describe the monster.
I think it was a great Jagras, whatever they're called. They're these big lizard things that basically eat other monsters whole. So they walk up to a monster and they just swallow it. And then you fight the monster to the point where you get it to throw up the monster it has just eaten, and then it becomes weakened.
Wow.
It's just
So-
like real life.
Yeah.
It is exactly like real life. Yeah.
It's exactly like real life. And so you fight the monster, and you get it to throw up its dinner that it's just had, and then it becomes more agile and it starts attacking you.
It's just like real life.
And then it gets to a point where the monster starts crying, and it's not like like now's your chance to strike hard and strike fast and take it down. It cries at a point where you're like, I could just leave it. It's a poor thing.
Oh my word, no.
And it starts wandering off back to its nest, and it's limping away and it's whimpering, and you just go, right, I'm going to take a break, drink a potion, sharpen my sword, and here we go. Just going to...
I've fought one of those before, because they keep running away into the nest, don't they?
Yeah,
You're not
all the
jumping
monsters
around.
do.
Yes.
It's amazing. But the noises that they make when they injured and running away from you is... They must have like hired puppies or something, because there's something in the way these monsters make noises that just make you feel like
They were
I just
mean.
can't.
They were
I'm-
mean
I'm-
to some puppies and recorded it. Is that what you reckon?
I'm just a big meanie with a big sword, and I'm about to shove it in someone's face.
No, this is exactly why I haven't started the game.
It's a bit like emotionally manipulative, I find.
No,
but
that sounds terrible.
at the end of the day, you just got to, do what you got to do, track the monster down to its hideout. There it is with all its babies. And so you get your sword, do a whirlwind through all the kids, all the baby monsters, kill them, and then kill the mother. And you're like, yes, massacre in scale. And then you harvest all the scales and make new armor.
Oh my goodness.
Just like real life. It's the same
Yeah,
case.
it's like real life.
And how did you feel afterwards? How did Lee feel? Perky turkey.
He was hunting these monsters on purpose because he wanted to collect the armor set.
Right.
So
So
the more
he's
he
numb to
kills,
it.
the better, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whereas
That's
for
the whole
me-
point of the game, isn't it? You kill that monster, get his armor, and then fight a bigger monster.
And get his armor, yeah. It's
get
a very
his armor, yeah.
satisfying game loop. And the armor looks really cool. The weapons are over the top. The action's over the top. Super cool. So we must jump
How's your
in
cat
sometime.
looking? My cat's fluffy. My cat's fluffy currently.
Oh, my cat's super fluffy. I've just gotten a hat, like a Hawaiian hat and a Hawaiian shirt and a ukulele. That's what my cat is running around in.
Nice.
So you're busy fighting monsters, and the little cat is standing next to you, smacking monsters with the ukulele. And you go, good job, cat. Just keep hitting it with the instrument.
DJ, have you
fantastic.
played Monster Hunter at all?
I played a lot of Monster Hunter when it first came out. It was I think I got it early on. That game's repetition cycle wasn't very I don't want to call it not good, but it felt very repetitive,
Same, yeah.
lack of a better term. Yeah, I was like, man, they need to add some flair to this, and then it ended up in the backlog, and then here we are. It's back to where we were. Still not played it.
That's a very Japanese thing, isn't it?
It is
Just
very
the
Japanese.
same.
Yeah,
grind.
they love the grind. Yeah.
Just the grind. And I mean, it's perfect for a grindy game because you know what you're getting. You know how the gameplay loop works. So it's awesome to just turn your brain off, slay big monsters, put on some cool looking armor, do it all over again.
It's weird that affects me because I even talked about it earlier that I was addicted to RuneScape. So if you guys don't remember RuneScape, that was the definition of repetition gaming. Like you don't get 99 wood cutting in that game without cutting like 12 million trees. Like
Maybe
did I
you
do
just
that?
got
Maybe.
you just got all your repetition out in the one game.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I think we're done. That's it. That's where we stop.
Give me some humans to shoot their heads off.
Yes, feels better that way.
Much better, much more fun. So yeah, Monster Hunter World, I'm enjoying it. It's great fun. I'm glad I've gone back to it. And on the Series X, it runs at 4K 60, which makes a big difference compared to
yes.
the Xbox One.
Yes. And that's on your OLED as well.
Oh,
It's pretty.
so pretty. Such a pretty game. So yeah. And Simone?
That was one of my-
What's the name of your character?
My character is called Yuki, and the cat is called Kurt.
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 Did you kind of run out of ideas for names?
I asked Simone, and she was like, Kurt. And I was like, oh
Kurt.
yeah, that's a perfect
No.
name for a cat.
I did not come up with Kurt. That was you. I came up with Yuki.
Hmm. Are you sure? I'm sure you came up with Yuki and Kurt.
No,
But anyway.
I'm not good at naming cats. I don't like cats.
Shots fired.
I can give cool names to dogs. It's all good. Oh, what's the name of your pig?
Oh, Poogie. Just kept it as Poogie.
Oh, is that the default name?
Yeah, the default name of the pig, Poogie. And Poogie's also wearing a summer outfit, which is like a bikini.
I didn't know. What? It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, like a little summer hat and a bikini on a pig. And then you pet the pig and you're like, oh, you're so cute.
Wow. I didn't know you could name your pig or dress it. That's interesting.
Oh,
Is this a new thing?
it's hilarious. At the moment, there's this summer event going on in Monster Hunter World, being an online game. And so your handler is dressed in this sort of, bikini Hawaiian outfit compared to all this extra big armor. And during the cutscenes, your handler's there telling you, you got to fight this big monster and this is really serious. Everything's, the world is in danger from these dragons. And there she's standing in this Hawaiian bikini with a flower in her hair, like being all serious. And then your cat's standing next to you and he's got a ukulele and a hat and a Hawaiian shirt on. And you go, oh yeah, this clearly the world is ending. You guys are...
So it's kind of like the cutscenes with my Division 2 character.
Yes, with your Santa hat.
Yes.
Right?
So I have a question now. What is your handler handling?
She handles me because I'm a wild child. I
see.
fly off the handle.
Yes. Oh, God.
Really.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So that's my Monster Hunter World stories.
Uh-huh. Shall we do some news stories? I've got a news story that I want to talk about. Which I
Dive
think
into the
are
news.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is it interesting?
It is for Kyle. There's
Oh.
two for Kyle here. I want them to...
Do they both
talk
have to do
about.
with Destiny?
No, actually. We've changed. We're not the Destiny podcast as much as we used to be.
No,
Okay.
we're branching out.
Branching out.
I'm
yeah.
going to give you a shot. Go for it.
Okay. I'm torn now. I've only got one shot. Scarlet Nexus coming to Xbox One and Game Pass.
I know. This is the big rumor at the moment.
Yeah. And there's the kind of from reading the story, it's the same way they did Outriders. Like the rumors are kind of simmering about Outriders, and then it kind of came along. So they leave it to the last minute.
Yeah, kind of like a nice big announcement.
Because I think there was Outriders demo as well, and that came out, and then all of a sudden, Game Face.
Yeah.
So why are you excited about this game? I don't think I've ever asked you actually why you're excited about
Oh
this game.
man, it's what's not to like? It's anime. It's Japanesey. The fighting looks amazing. The art style looks amazing, and the idea of the sort of the psionic powers as a fighting style. You're with a group of people, so it's almost like a team-based type fighting game. It reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy in a way, but Final Fantasy but better, just in terms of the story.
Wow, that's a statement.
Just in terms of the story, not a real. I'm not making that statement because I will probably be set on fire by someone
I shall
soon.
retract that quickly.
But it looks really cool. I really like the art style.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, DJ? Are you excited for this?
So I had to remember exactly which one it was because I remember they announced that there was a demo for it, correct? That
That's
you
right.
could
Yeah.
get to?
The
Is
demo
it
was
one that you had to-
exclusive.
Yeah, so I thought. Then there's like a alpha that they were doing too that you were allowed to get into. Like you had to like sign up for it, if I remember right, hearing something about it,
Man.
and then get selected. And then a reminder. So I am excited for that game. But also I just forgot, and I'm pretty sure it comes out like in 2 days. But the new Phantasy Star Online update, which the game they look very similar too. That's why I was like, whoa, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ah, interesting.
But the Scarlet Nexus though, like the powers and stuff. I'm taking like a Phantasy Star Online mixed with like a Near Automata mix, you know?
Yeah, it looks fantastic. And just that art
Yeah, it
style.
looks.
Each of the no one does enemies quite like the Japanese, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're just so over the top and weird looking.
Yeah, that monster is weird looking right now. I'm watching. It's like a tree relic with a. I don't know. I don't even know. It's got a machine gun on top of its head too. It's kind of crazy.
It's awesome. That's the best thing about Japanese games. You watch it and you go, yeah, I don't know. I want to play it.
That looks sick. I'm
That's
here for
awesome.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
good in Game Pass if it came out day one. That'd be fun to play.
Oh, for sure. I'm so tempted to buy it. I've been holding off. I've been a good boy.
Or
not
just
playing
wait. It may well appear.
it. Yeah, if it does.
I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna give you a 95% chance that's on Game Pass.
Do you think?
We got this
Because I don't think
recorded,
they're not gonna pay. Well, I mean, but they're not gonna pay for an exclusive demo, right? Like, and then pay for the marketing and not put it on Game Pass. Like that's how if you've seen how
That's-
Xbox has been working, right? If they pay for the market, if they take the marketing deal, part of the marketing deal seems to be almost every time it's going to be on Game Pass as well.
And that's what they're saying about Outriders is the same. It appeared, there was a demo, and then it
Mhm.
kind of came out. So yeah,
Yep.
it's very cool.
And that's why guess who's been tweeting Battlefield 6 stuff?
Oh yeah, there's been a bit of
yes.
that.
There's
Yes.
been a lot of Battlefield 6
Xbox has
stuff.
been going ham on tweeting that stuff.
Did
too,
you
so-
did you get a personalized message from Battlefield?
I'm
All
a
these people
nobody.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm a nobody.
All these people are going, I got a DM from Battlefield. I was like, how do you get a DM from Battlefield? That's so bizarre. It's these random people getting DMs.
Got a DM from my mom, but that was, that wasn't as great.
Come and get your washing or something, was it?
Oh, brilliant.
So what were you going to say, Simone, before I rudely interrupted you with a story?
Gosh, I have no idea. That was eons ago.
Oh, okay.
Eons.
What about, okay, so Frostpunk as well. Frostpunk Console Edition, DLC coming out.
Oh, yeah, that does look good.
That's on Kyle's backlog.
That's on card.
That didn't even make it on a short list of games to play and come back to.
Frostpunk
I
is
see.
so hard, though. It's so difficult. And each playthrough only gives you one achievement type thing.
Stardew is also really difficult. I have no friends, Kyle.
But you have chickens.
The chickens are not happy with me at the moment because grass doesn't grow in winter.
Oh, dear.
And they eat grass.
Fair.
And
That's
I
fair.
haven't bought grass for them to eat, so they're pissed off. With me.
Why? Oh, so bad planning. Did winter sneak up on you?
I haven't played this game for a year. I started it up and realized it was winter. I don't remember ending I don't know where I was.
That's amazing. So the chickens are angry. At least with chickens being angry, you can still just deal with them. People being angry at you because you've told them to put their children to work is a different thing.
Yeah, that would make me sad.
Oh, man. Frostpunk.
Chickens don't make me sad.
No, chickens are delicious. They make me
No,
happy.
these chickens are not for eating, they're for mayonnaise.
Which no one likes.
Apparently.
Everyone's sick of your mayonnaise.
Eh.
Maybe you should make omelets or something like that. Can you make scrambled eggs or omelets or anything?
Maybe. I don't have a kitchen. My house is very simple. It's a bed and a TV, a fireplace, and a table. But and it has some weird random ornaments because I get gifted things by the museum guys, and I'm thinking I don't have
yes.
I don't have place for this. So then
You just put it on the floor.
yes, I've got a big, massive, fluffed teddy bear. I don't remember how I got it. It was a long time ago. It's sitting on the floor. I've got this incredible, shoulder high gemstone, and that's sitting there because I have found lots of gems. Apparently, I need a monument now.
Brilliant. That reminds me of your mermaid thing.
So it's winter. There's not much to do. There's a winter night market for 3 days during the month of winter. That's how things work. And I went along the first night, and it's a free show, but it's at the dock. So you hop onto there's a wharf by the beach, and all the night market people are in boats, and they've kind of tacked themselves to the wharf. And you go all the way along to the right, and there's a boat there it's kind of covered in seashells. So you go in, and then a show starts, and there's a massive clam that opens up, and the lady, she's dressed as a mermaid. She may be a real mermaid. I didn't check. And
How are you going to check?
I don't know. I was good. I was just listened to the show politely. And there she starts singing, and then all of a sudden the world around me drops away, and the singing just fills up my whole screen, and there are just mermaids swimming across the screen with little mermaids as a choir next to her, and I'm thinking, what the heck is going on? Have I been spiked?
Drugged?
Has someone's
Some
drugged?
drugs.
Thank you. And then you wait long enough, and the song eventually ends, and you come back to the boat where you're in, and the clam closes and the show ends. And I went back to the show the second night, and I called Kyle. Did I call you, or did you happen to walk past?
No, you called me. You're like, come look at this.
Yes, come watch this. And Kyle has experienced it as well.
Oh my word.
Did I describe it well?
Yeah, it's very, very trippy. It's very much like an acid trip. So it's this festival that you go to, and you watch this quite chonk mermaid sing to you. And
Yes.
you just trip out for a bit, and then it ends, and you're back to normal life, and you go, okay. And the funny thing is that in Simone's lore, she's now seen this show twice.
Yes.
It
Yes,
was
I have.
so good. She had to go back the next night to watch it.
The third night, though, I did not go to the market. I decided to chop down trees instead.
It's a much more productive use of your time.
Yes, thank you.
Time to do something new.
Yeah, I've tripped out enough. Let me go get my hands on something real.
Philip.
Speaking of getting my hands on something real, those that remember from last year, my pencil. Yes, you can get married in the game. And I know this because you can look at the list of people on the farm and it will tell you who's single. And you may remember that I was after this one particular guy called Sam.
I do. Oh, yes.
Yeah, he doesn't like me anymore
Oh,
because I gave him a dumb present.
mayonnaise.
No, it was something probably stupider. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I've decided I don't like him anymore. Anyway, so
We don't like Sam anymore.
yes, thank you. See, Kyle understands. In winter, there's not a lot to do except maybe fishing. So I do spend a lot of time at the beach fishing, and the one guy there, his name is Willie. He's the fisherman. And so you buy your rods and your stuff from him. And he's great, but he's not single. So I've got a bit of a dilemma.
Darn.
I've got a bit of a dilemma. I am happy though. I have figured out he likes coffee. So should I stumble across coffee at some point, I shall save it and give it to him so that he can like me back.
And you can steal him.
Yes. No one will miss him.
Just his family.
I've never met his family. I don't think he has one.
So they don't exist. Excellent.
I think he's taken himself off the market is my guess, which is why in my notebook it doesn't say single, but technically he probably is. So that's my theory.
Simone, the man stealer over here. Oh man.
So yeah, that's how that's going.
Sam, he said something very rude to you, didn't he?
Yes, I put it on Twitter. I don't remember the gift I gave him, but he said something like, "You just don't get it, huh?"
Man.
And I thought, crap,
Dang.
I'm just not going to do that again. Do you see how much it hurts? I don't like hearing this stuff.
I don't know about you guys, but if someone gave me a jar of mayonnaise, I'd be pretty stoked.
Right, you love mayonnaise, but no,
I
it
just-
wasn't
I-
mayonnaise.
It'd kind of be one of those like, well, thank you.
But just think, you've got like mayonnaise for your
Just
chips
walk
then.
away.
Free mayonnaise. Who's going to say no to free mayonnaise? You know?
For those listening, Kyle's birthday is in October. If you were to gift him
Give him some
with
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise, he would be stoked.
Stoked AF. I like mayonnaise.
For
fact-
Kyle,
Gallons.
mayonnaise is the main meal, and then he adds extra food to go with the mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is the main.
Chicken is an edible mayonnaise spoon.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Mic drop, podcast ended.
That was deep.
Can all go home.
What is nice though is that there's a homeless man up north near the mines, and you can give him anything, and he's stoked as. So I think
Mayonnaise.
we're gonna, even mayonnaise. We're gonna become best friends quick. I think he doesn't even mind when I
It's-
gift him seaweed. So
It's when he
it's great.
appears in your house. That's when it'd be interesting. He's not so homeless anymore. He's living in your house.
You go in and he's just parking off with the chickens, going, "Oh, this is nice."
Yeah.
Well, he lives in a tent, and it is the middle of winter, so it probably is warmer with the chickens.
Oh, you
than,
should tell him to
in this
come
place.
bunk with the chickens.
I should.
He can look after them. They'll be pretty happy. They'll be pretty stoked, I think.
They're not happy. I don't think anything will make them happy.
There's no food. You feed the homeless man to the chickens.
Wow, that went dark.
Cannibal chickens.
Cannibal chickens, that's right. No, because they're not eating each other. They're eating human.
No, you're
That's
right.
fine.
You're right. You're right.
But what if the chickens get a taste for human meat and they go rampaging around the city?
Yeah.
You've seen those videos when chickens attack? People are defenseless.
Sure.
What?
It's true. How do you fight a chicken? Let's be
I
real.
mean-
How do you fight it?
Just run.
Cook it. That's all you can do is cook it, right? Like you don't have time.
Like, yeah, you punch a chicken, it comes back at you.
Yeah, it does.
You've got only so many punches until the chicken wins.
Even cats are scared of chickens, aren't they?
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. Cats aren't going to
Watch.
chickens.
I've watched videos. I've seen it. It's proof.
Seen it, it's true.
I've seen it on YouTube. It must be true. Yeah.
YouTube doesn't lie to
No.
us.
Listen, I'm a UPS driver, okay? So I deliver packages. I've been chased by chickens.
Yeah, see?
Wait, while a human or while in the van?
They just take on the van.
Both?
Oh wow, whoa. That's an impressive chicken.
Okay, you better get out of here, man. Like, oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Did you at least like bring one home as a gift? Like, oh well, if this chicken's gonna follow me, it's mine now.
Pick it up, put it in the back of my truck, close the door. Like,
There you go.
maybe it'll cook. I don't know.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
where's that
shall we get out of
next-
here?
Where's that next? One more news story from Mr. Lee to see
Oh,
if
okay.
it lives up to the hype.
Oh yes.
Okay. I like this one. This is quite cool. Grounded. It was game Grounded that came out a while
Oh
back.
yep.
Oh yeah, we like Grounded.
The devs have tweeted out and are looking for achievement suggestions.
Oh yes, remember Sea of Thieves did this.
Yes, they did. We had Shark Attack, Shark a Hat.
Shark a hat, put a pirate hat on a shark.
Yeah, that was our achievement that we thought of. They didn't like it, but we thought it was awesome.
I think that would take too much coding to be able to put a hat on a shark. They're like, no, we're not doing that. That's ridiculous.
It's a computer software problem. It's not our problem. Just do it.
Yeah, there's two problems. There's a your problem and a my problem, and that sounds like a your problem.
Exactly. Yes. So have we any ideas? I know this is a bit off the cuff, but I never had any time to think about it.
Oh man.
There was one that was saying going, you can fly, you can kind of float for
yes.
like 2,000 meters or something, or 20 centimeters, obviously, because you're small,
Yeah, because you're tiny.
things like that.
Hmm.
I'll try and find the tweet. The tweet has some really cool, funny things on the bottom of it of people trying to do stuff.
Wouldn't it be annoying if, because the game's about everything being small, every achievement is only worth one gamer score?
Or half.
And there's 1,000 of them.
That's one way to make
Oh,
sure
man.
every single community achievement like makes it into the game.
That would be amazing.
Yay.
I mean, you're small. You can only hold one game score at a time. So
I would love an achievement that required you to build a really big fort. And the title of the achievement being something like, don't you have anything better to do?
So one of the guys is saying there's one on Gears of War which is called Seriously. It's when you kill 100,000 grunts or something.
Yep.
hate seriously.
Yeah, that was what the people were saying. Like, seriously, go outside would be the proper name for that. Seriously, just stop it.
Oh wow. So if they're looking for achievements, that must mean that it's up to almost a 1.0 release.
Yep.
Ah, is it still a beta then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really,
It's like on
wish I
version
could find that
0.6.
tweet.
Man, you're putting us on the spot, Mr. Lee. We're not.
I
We
know.
don't have our creative juices going, and I think
Well, you should.
it being 2 a.m. where DJ is, I don't think there's anything flowing there at the moment. It's still
It's true.
practically yesterday.
Here we go. Grounded. Here we go. I'll give us some clue. Give us some. Oh, these are names. Well, the ones good ones have gone. Here we go. Sting like a bee. Obtain a bee stinger. Okay. Float like a butterfly.
yeah.
Glide for X amount of seconds.
Oh yeah.
Reach the highest peak. I can see my house from here. Reach the highest peak.
Oh,
yeah, That's a
great.
good one.
Kill X amount of ants, called the antagonist.
Oh yes.
Great.
This is perfect. We just got to think of puns.
You know, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's. Come on, Carl.
I'm trying to think hard.
You must be nuts for doing this, and you like collect a bunch of acorns.
Well,
A lot of acorns.
Brilliant.
a fun guy eat X amount of mushrooms. A fun guy.
Oh man.
Is there anything in there about melting plastic?
What? A dehydrated destroyer defeat an enemy bug while dying of thirst.
Oh wow.
Hangry defeat an enemy bug while you're dying of hunger. No.
Yep.
We're gonna have to put this to our community, see what they come up with.
Yeah.
I think our
There's a
creative
tweet.
juices are all out tonight.
Good plan.
Yeah.
I do have one more story.
Cool. Go for it. Let's
which
end off on a good Stardew story.
What he said is that the other ones weren't good. That's what he just
Yeah, no,
meant.
come on,
It
step it
sounded
up.
like.
Step it up.
Well, I mean, it's much better than us sitting here in silence, staring at each other, trying to think up puns for achievements.
staring at the ceiling.
Yeah, just like small achievements. Small achievements. What's a small achievement?
So recently, I've come across these things in the game called secret notes, which I don't recall receiving earlier than this winter. Now they come in a variety of notages. Some are riddles, some are just a random picture, and some are instructions. Now I received one recently that said, "The last day of the month, meet me noon, I think. Last day of the month, noon, the bush above the playground."
Oh, okay. Mysterious.
Is that a
So-
euphemism?
No. So the last day of the month is about 6 days away. So we're going to have to find out what's there.
Oh,
Wow.
what a
Dun, dun,
tease.
dun.
What an
6 days. So how much time is that in real time?
It does depend on what you do. If you don't pause the game at any point, certain things pause the game, like opening your inventory or chatting to someone. If you don't pause the game, I think each day is 15, maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
Jeez.
But you can speed that up by going to bed if you want to.
Just napping it out.
Yeah. But it's nice to earn at least some money every day. So if I still have a lot of energy, I tend to just go fishing.
That's awesome. It's a good way to spend some energy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, awesome. That's our game face. That's what we've been playing.
Did we ask DJ what he's playing?
Lots of Rocket League.
Yeah.
Not Rocket League, no. Knockout.
This
I
is
play
like
everything.
a quiz.
You don't want to know this. I actually got mad. I said it kind of like Wreckfest. I actually got really addicted to doing. There's a mode in Wreckfest called Tournament, and so it has like daily races and
Oh,
like
wow.
challenges you can go do. I don't know if you guys ever played Wreckfest.
I installed it.
There's a new update that just came out last week, right, or just Tuesday, and it took Wreckfest to like. So I don't know. Do you guys remember the game Flat Out? I don't know if you guys remember the racing game. It was Flat Out. Like there was like stunt modes where you like catapulted your dude out of his car
Oh,
and
that
tried to
sounds
hit
great.
like targets or like different things. So they took a lot of those and they turned them into 4K models in Wreckfest. But it has like, I don't know, Wreckfest has very realistic like car breaking, smashing, like your car literally, your car dies and has to respawn. Like literally has a life meter on it. It's wild. So Wreckfest just had a new update where they created a map that has like you come into it and it's overwhelming because you're like, I could spend an hour here just trying each thing one time and still not be done.
It's like a Forza
Wow.
map, is it? Like a Forza Horizon 4 map. There's just
I
stuff.
honestly think it's crazier than that. Like
Oh, wow.
it is wild. Like smashing things. Like first, there's this one like you drive your car. Like we pulled up to. We're like, what the heck is that? And you see this thing like, you're like, what the heck was that? And so you drive in there, and it literally is just a cannon, and it shoots your car. And then like you bring your friends in, and you take turns, and like see who can fly the farthest out of the cannon.
Oh man, that sounds.
And then there's
amazing.
like a ski jump, or like we talked about this just the other day with one of my buddies. He was like, I need to play that game, but like
I need to play that game. Yep.
there's 3 jumps and they go into
Awesome.
like 6 different basketball hoops and they're all like different heights and to the side and stuff. And so you try to jump into them, and then like when you land in it, there's a crusher in there, so it kills you. But like it's just like you play with your friends, you're all just sitting there watching each other go hit it. And you're like, oh god, I'm like just laugh. Like I don't know. It's just the game
Sounds amazing.
It is. If you have a Series X, that game will blow your mind as well. Like
I need to start it up now. Okay.
This is your game, Lee.
That's
I think
incredible.
you have to buy the Series X edition of the game. Like it's like $6, whatever.
Ah, okay.
It's THQ Nordic. So I mean, Embracer Group. If you own 1 million IPs, you're gonna want money for all those IPs. So
Yeah.
Yep.
it's already on Game Pass, so you just pay a little bit more to get it, the Series X. But yeah, that game is beautiful, and the physics in that game are the best I've ever had in a racing game. Like it makes it hard for me to play any other racing game after playing Wreckfest.
Okay, that's
Because
man.
yeah, like
I
you
think
get
you just
mad at
called
somebody,
me out.
you can hit them, and you can literally kill the other racers. Like in the game, like you're like, oh, your car, you wanna try to flip me, dude? You just go like T-bone that dude, start rolling them, throw him into another car, and then he's out. Like he runs, like your health literally dies in a race, and then you're done.
Oh, that's great.
And then
So is this all single player, multiplayer, or both? Or
there's the multiplayer is the most fun part of the whole thing. Like it's like I do a lot of the single player things just because it's kind of fun. They'll get like 24 people on a course that should not have 24 people on it, and it is like bots, and there's people flipping all over the place. But like some of like my probably greatest memories of gaming this year has been playing with like a bunch of friends. We get in and we join some random like lobby that was open, and we just like we'll pinpoint like tag people. Like
Just
that
pick on
person is the
players.
person. We're all right. That guy won the last race. He's not finishing this
he's not
race.
in? Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have one person purposely pit him, the other person comes in, lights him up, he like flips a few times, and then the next guy comes in and just finish him out. But like there's school buses, there's like literally there's like harvesters, like giant tractor,
Combine
like you could
harvesters.
drive that down a rate down the racetrack, dude, like semi trucks.
Oh, that
It's
sounds
just-
incredible.
I'm telling you, like that game, it blows your mind how good it is. You're just like, man, like yeah, the physics in it catch you off guard. Like you'll see times where cars just like I have a video where like how good the physics are. Like I hit a lip, I go sideways. This other car is about to land on me while I'm sideways, but I flip just right. And when my tail hits his car, it throws him like 100 feet in
Just
the air.
pings him away.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
like, we were just like, whoa! I was like, that just happened. And we're just like screaming, everybody's laughing, and it's just like the things that happen in that game. You're just like I've gone to tears in that game laughing like so many times just because you're like I did it. You just
Oh.
don't see it happen. You don't see it coming. Sometimes you're like, huh.
that's-
Incredible.
Great. So that's a very big glowing recommendation there. Looks like we've
My
got to get
bad.
onto
Sorry,
this.
I get very off subject.
Oh, it's
when I
on-
talk- not off subject, but I get very passionate about certain things, and that is one of
That's
those
awesome.
games that is.
Yeah.
And Gary, it's on Game Pass. So don't worry.
Yep.
Just play it. Because it's 50 New Zealand.
But it's on Game Pass, and then how
But it's
much
on
is the
Game Pass.
upgrade?
I don't
That's the
know.
question.
Okay. Yeah.
It was. I think it was $6. Maybe it was $10. I don't remember. I don't know. Like
It didn't hurt.
transitions or whatever the word is, but yeah, it can't be
Yeah,
too
yeah.
bad.
It didn't hurt.
It actually,
didn't hurt.
on my honest opinion, it made it a little better, but I don't think you need it. I think the game looked good enough with the like the overpowered Series X, because
Hmm.
that's just what the Series X
It
does.
upscales it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, awesome. Well, it sounds fantastic. Sounds like we got to definitely jump into this. But before I let you go, are you excited for the Ascent?
Dude, I already have it pre-downloaded.
Good man.
Nice.
It's only 100 megabytes, but I got that bad boy on there.
Yeah. 27th,
I
counting down the days.
Game
I
Pass
saw
day
some
one.
awesome pictures come out today on Twitter. They're amazing.
It looks incredible, eh? So many games to be excited for.
How about
So little
Starfield
time.
then? Oh, so E3? Anything in particular on E3? Just while we got you.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Oh yeah, you gotta do me like this. Okay, ready?
Let's
This
put
is
you on
my-
let's put you on the spot and like really on the spot now. What is your number one want to see at E E3?
Dude, oh man. Okay. I've been thinking about this for a while. All right. So the guys that made, you guys remember Bleeding Edge, right? I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was
Yeah.
the art style in that game reminded me so much of a certain game that I want Xbox to bring back so bad. And that game is Fusion Frenzy.
Fusion Frenzy.
I
Okay.
want
from
a
OG
new
Xbox,
Fusion
isn't it?
Frenzy. Yeah, so there was OG Xbox, and then 360 had Fusion Frenzy 2. And they both were amazing games. You can even backwards compatible them right now, but they don't have online. There's no online, which would literally that Xbox doesn't have a party game. There's nothing party. There's no fun. Like I can't.
There's no fun. There's no
PlayStation.
fun.
No, I agree.
But I mean, like, but we don't have anything like that. Like Nintendo, right? We got like Mario Party. Like that's just fun to go play. I mean, we could say PC. PC has a million of them, but that's great. PlayStation has like what is it? The Destruction All Stars that just came out.
Oh, yep.
They always bring in little things like that, but like Xbox doesn't have a party fun game. Like we used to have 1 versus 100, even, right? Like how cool would that be to come back? Like, give me 1 versus 100. Give me. I want Fusion Frenzy. I want Ninja Theory. I want that group that was making that game to just take, like, the assets looked the same. It was the same color schemes. It was everything. It was just a more zoomed out camera. And so just zoom the camera in or whatever, turn it into a party game.
Man,
and you want to talk about a perfect xCloud game too. Man, you whip that on your phone. Boom. Let me just go play some mini games.
No, I agree. That's good. And I agree with you.
That's my dream. That's my dream.
That's my dream
prediction. That happens, I will, and I'm gonna live stream it too. If it happens, I will take it. I'll show you guys a clip, because if that happens, I will have tears. Like I will like. I'm like, this is the greatest day of my life. And I've had 2 kids, okay? Like
oh, that's great.
My wife would be a little mad at me for crying about that, but I would be like, I'm like, this is it.
It's worth it.
That's what I've been waiting for.
So what do you think what's the chances out of 10 of this actually happening?
A 4.
Oh, 4.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I mean, it is Xbox's IP. And they have teams that we don't know what they're doing. So there's always that opportunity. True. But there's always that opportunity that probably nobody's working on it. So honestly, a 4 might be shooting a little high. It might be like a 2. So if it does happen, it's gonna be like, it'll be like, I'll be screaming. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Honestly, yeah.
Cool. Well, those are better odds than the E3 wish I had on Twitter. So.
So Simone, we haven't actually talked to you about it, have we?
No, it's not.
What's yours?
Well, I mean, I have a lot, but I always hope that there'll be something about VR for Xbox.
Yes, I agree. Yeah,
but we'll see.
I said this. I was shut down quite quickly when I said this on the podcast last week.
Were you?
Yeah,
by Garrett?
By everybody, including Kyle. Yeah, he was not. He was like, nah.
Yeah, everyone was just like, nope. Stop being stupidly.
No, I used the word dream or wish. So your opinion doesn't matter.
I should have said that.
Yeah. It's my wish. It doesn't matter how it doesn't doesn't matter about the rumors.
I like the VR. I'd rather them go more AR than VR.
Oh, absolutely.
AR
is the tech
100%.
But is the tech there yet for AR?
Microsoft has it, but they're not going to.
Yeah, but it's not actually out there. It's for business.
You don't have that money. Yeah, we don't have that money for that stuff.
Yeah.
$2,000 to buy a HoloLens.
Yeah.
People saying how the $500 Series X is a bit too expensive. Oh yeah, here's an AR thing for $3,000. Just go get that.
By the way, we only have 2 games for it.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Minecraft.
Oh man, VR would be cool. I admit, or AR. One of the two would be really cool to play with.
I want Minecraft on my table right here.
Who doesn't? And that was kind of promised to us with like Minecraft Earth, and then they shut that down.
Didn't they? Yeah, real quick.
Minecraft Earth, it was confusing. I didn't understand how that worked.
It was rubbish. It wasn't very good. That was a problem.
Didn't make any sense.
Nothing seemed to stick in the ground when I played with it quite well, and things would move as you were doing it. It didn't actually stick very well.
Sorry, I'm not going off subject. I'm jumping back to this AR. Could you imagine this, right? Give me a Lego building game that with AR where you can build it, like you're like sitting on your table and you're like building Legos.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah.
Or Meccano.
Oh my gosh. That'd be so cool, dude. It's like, you can like buy Lego sets. You're like, oh, 99 cents for this 5,000 piece Lego set. Let's just build it.
Yeah.
You're building like the Lego Death Star on your desk, and you're like, yes.
Oh, that'd be great. And better for the environment, right? Because no plastic.
Ah, no plastic. Nice.
and for mom's feet as well.
Yes. Yes. And older sisters.
There you go. Gotcha. Sign me up. Where you at?
Yeah, it's
Your
good.
brothers
Okay.
right now? Give me that contract that has Lego, right? They have the Lego contract? All right.
I'm surprised Lego aren't working on something like that actually, because that is perfect.
There is Lego Worlds, isn't there? So they could AR that quite easily.
Yeah, would be pretty cool.
Sorry, I like to take things off subject. I just get weird ideas in my head. I'm like,
No,
That's
that's
awesome.
perfect.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what we do. That's what we're
That's
for.
what a podcast was about. Yeah.
yeah.
Weird
know.
ideas.
Funny first, factual second. That's what we say.
Sure.
All right.
Another thing, another dream I want at E3. You said it. You kind of said it jokingly, but Viva Pinata 3. I feel like Xbox needs it. It sounds
Okay.
like a joke, but like they need it. They don't have. We don't. There's nothing. There's no kid games. Like
Yeah. I've thought about this a lot.
Peppa the Pig. We get Peppa the Pig the game though. That's coming out. So
No, actually, you do make a good point. My sister was here 2 weeks ago, and she's not into shooters. And so I'm sitting there thinking, okay, the only thing I have is Lego games, and I couldn't think of anything else. Yeah,
Xbox,
Spyro.
the Game Pass is. There's nothing.
yeah, Spyro. Spyro's a good one.
But give me something new. What's new? We don't have anything new though. That's the thing. Like it's just.
I think though we're going to get quite surprised because there's like 35 different teams now, all working
Yeah.
on different projects. So they got to look at their portfolio and go, what is missing? What do we need to do?
What's the age of your oldest child, DJ?
3.
3.
So
Okay, yeah.
the Peppa the Pig game's gonna probably be purchased. Unfortunately, that sounds. People are gonna be looking at me and be like, "Are you?" It shows DeeJayHerro playing Peppa the Pig. And you're like,
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Yep.
And that's when you just say, I'm just
I
doing
will
it
be
for the
playing it."
achievements.
Achievement hunting on Pepper the Pig.
It's a quick 1,000 points.
Unicorn Barbie princess.
Yes.
My kids
Yeah.
like playing all the Connect stuff though, which disappeared. They were playing Disney Connect, and there was there's been a
yes.
few Connect, the Adventure one Connect, Sports Connect, all those.
Mhm.
So when I got the Xbox One, they were going, "Well, what about Connect?" I'm like, "There's just nothing. Like they've all gone. There's no games now." It's
Yeah, those were good kids games.
yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, they're quite good fun to play as well. Just messing around.
Definitely.
And just dance. That was always fun.
Yeah. Rock Band.
You can't even stream Just Dance anymore.
No.
Oh.
We tried once, eh?
Yeah.
Didn't even let us.
Yeah. You get a band pretty quick. Not
Jeez.
banned necessarily, but
Yeah.
you'll get your strikes, your DMC
get
strikes
yanked.
right now.
Yeah.
Man, that's ridiculous, that they can make games like that. Freaking.
And
And
they've
have
all
that happen.
disappeared as well, haven't they? They've all just disappeared, those games as well. Like even the Guitar Hero type games have all disappeared.
Yeah.
I
I tried-
Spotify stuff has a lot to do with that kind of thing. So I think contracts are changing how music studios are putting out their music.
Allowed to sell the music, yeah.
Right.
yep.
Mhm.
That makes a lot of sense.
I tried to find the instruments for Xbox One. And
No, do they
there
exist?
aren't any. They do exist, but no one's buying, so no one's selling. There are so few instruments out there.
And they're very expensive
Very.
if you want to get your hands on some right now. Which I'm sure they're sitting in somebody's garage or
Collecting
basement
dust.
right now. Yeah, they're
Exactly.
sitting there.
Exactly.
They have no idea they have a gold mine in their basement.
Did you know that there was a rock band type DJ game where you had a physical?
It's
Did
called
you have it?
DeeJayHerro, believe it
It's
or
called
not.
DeeJayHerro. Yeah.
Did you? I presume you played it. Is it good?
It was not good. It was fun. That is not where my name came from. But a lot of people are like, "Oh man, you love that game." I'm like, it was good enough. It was good enough. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I was
Fair
like,
enough.
Yeah.
There's lots of games that you like that you just don't love.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we can't end this podcast on a downer.
True.
So,
Oh my bad.
no. So, Any suggestions for how to pick up the energy and get excited about things again? I mean, E3 is coming up.
Someone fully remade GoldenEye on the Far Cry 5 engine.
Oh, cool.
Did anyone
Ooh.
see that?
Yeah,
There's
I
an
did.
awesome
That's actually
video.
very cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool video of someone running around shooting stuff.
Man, GoldenEye, that's going back. Aren't
Do
we
you
getting
think there's been?
I
Well,
thought we were
there's
getting
been.
a new James Bond game.
Yeah,
aren't we?
something's happening, isn't it? Yeah, there's been lots of GoldenEye leaks recently as well. Stuff on.
The Hitman IO Interactive is making one.
Ooh.
They have the contract for one right now.
Ah, that would be cool. Maybe that would be the secret
so-
release.
And last week, Garrett was saying how Hitman, or not Hitman IO, is working with Microsoft. So,
Are they being bought out? Do you think?
oh, who knows?
I
they
don't
the
think so. I know
acquisition?
they're doing there was a rumor they're making something to do with dragons. It's an RPG game with dragons in it.
Scalebound.
Yeah, no, don't tease us like that, DJ. Do not tease us
I'm
because
being serious. I'm being serious. This was actually a leak that came out like it's probably about 2 months ago. And like they were even talking about like Windows Central that like that was the third game that IO Interactive is working on. Because IO Interactive, right? They were with Embracer Group, if I'm correct. And then or who was it? I don't remember who it was. They were with somebody. They left them. They got the Hitman franchise. They made a lot of money on this last Hitman, and now they're like, let's go in. And so yeah, they were meeting with Xbox, and like that was the idea, right? Like a dragon RPG. We don't know. We have no idea anything other than that. But there was like leaked documents about it. So
oh man,
could it be made and then not ever actually come out? There's that chance too.
I mean, like, you know,
you're toying with our
Scalebound,
hearts over here. Because I mean,
I don't want to say another leak that came out about 2 weeks ago, but I don't know if you heard there was more leaks about Elder Scrolls 6 that was slowly like we kind of sprinkled out a little bit.
oh, okay.
yeah, stuff's been sneaking
So-
out, isn't it? Yeah, they reckon it's actually due because it's been 10 years, or someone said today. It has been 10 years, so it probably is due now. 10 years is a bit too long.
No, I think they're just getting another Skyrim special edition ready.
That's right for your.
Yes, probably. I bet you we hear about this at E3, believe it or not.
Along with GTA.
Hey, you
5,
wanna buy
yes.
Skyrim again?
We've updated it for the Series X.
It would be a Game Pass though, at least, right? Now,
Yeah.
so we
true.
have that to look forward to.
I did buy that game on 360 and I refused to buy it ever again. I bought it once and then it disappeared. I can't play it. But now it's on Game Pass, obviously. But yeah, I was like, no, I refuse to play this game.
Yeah. Do
In
we really need to
principle.
play through Skyrim yet again?
Hmm.
11 times is more than enough.
I actually never played through it, believe it or not.
I never
Also, I
completed it. I
bought
started it.
GTA. I hear when the GTA update comes out, I will have bought it every single time, and I will have never played longer than 30 minutes of the story.
Yep. I have that issue. Did you try the online one
have-
as well? Did you
I
try the
have
online?
thousands of hours online. Like,
Okay.
that's where actually that was one of the first things I streamed. Like I loved that. Like that game, like the racing in that game, like just everything online it's just fun. It's like you get to go do things that you're not supposed to do in real life, and you can just do whatever the freak you want. Like shoot stuff. You're like, oh yeah, just drive around with an Uzi out the window. You're like, hey, like, that was for fun.
That's
Get your
amazing.
friends and rocket bikes with rockets on them, and you're just launching, killing everybody. But
Brilliant. Oh, that's fantastic. So we know what type of games DJ likes now. Anything with guns and online.
yeah, no, I mean,
That's it.
you nailed it. You nailed it.
I mean, you're pretty close to Lee. Lee likes his looter shooters. Anything
Yeah.
that drops loot and he can shoot, he's happy.
Give me a bigger gun. That's all I want.
And a new hat.
And new hats and some shoes, maybe.
Can I shout out one game with you guys real quick that I think you guys should try out?
Yeah,
Mm.
sure.
You guys all have Series X's, right?
Hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a game called Enlisted. I don't know if you guys have heard of this game before.
No, this is new to us.
So it only works on a Series X right now and on PC. It's like old school World War II fighting, right? But like you play is the troops in there. You just need to play it to understand it. It's like it gives you the old Battlefield vibes,
Oh yeah.
like Battlefield 4 vibes. But oh man, that was one that we were playing lately, and it is a fun game. It's
Huh.
free to play too.
Enlisted.
It is.
Okay.
So 9th of June is Battlefield 6's release, isn't it? Are you excited about that?
The reveal, yeah.
The reveal,
I
yeah.
mean, what's gonna happen?
I don't think we won't hear it's going to be on Game Pass at that. We will hear about it at the Xbox showcase, but it'll
Too
be
soon,
on Game
yeah.
Pass. It'll be on Game Pass.
They'll just release all the kind of do a few demos and what modes they'll play and stuff like that. You reckon in a couple of days? Yeah.
I think we don't know where it's at. We don't know, right? We don't, not necessarily where, but we don't know what
state it's in.
what's the time, what time zone, or what's the word I want? I don't know.
How far
where
down
it's
the development is done and stuff like that. You think?
Yeah, and I'm assuming it's gonna take place like my hope is like near future, right? So it's not.
Oh,
like,
it is supposed to be.
we're not going-
It is supposed to
we're
be.
not going
Yeah, it's
lasers.
supposed
I
to
don't
be-
want laser guns, but
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong with laser guns?
I've
true.
heard it's
I just-
slightly not like a few years in advance, isn't it? It's not too far.
that's what I hope is happening. That'd be cool, like World War III. Give it like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Titanfall, wall running, all that again.
Please don't. I mean Titanfall. don't pull my heartstrings on that. Can we get Titanfall 3, please? I would die for that. But don't give me what was the one from Call of Duty when they tried to do that? And I was like,
Yeah, I
this
know.
is
Yeah,
not-
Advanced
this is not your
Warfare.
game.
By
Yeah, like,
Advanced
this is
Warfare,
not
yeah.
your game, Activision. Do not go this way. Like, go somewhere else, please.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I go off subject fast.
No, it's all good.
Sorry, guys.
It's great. You're our guest. We go where you lead us, really.
Be careful with that. I'm a wild child. All right.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I've just for the record, I've looked up Enlisted, so it only came out in April, so it's new.
Ooh, new.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
yeah, only for
Enlisted.
Series X, PS5, and very high performing Windows.
Hey, cool.
And it's pretty then, is it?
It looks great. Yeah,
So, Wreckfest, Enlisted, and what else do we have to play?
I've been playing Knockout City.
Yeah,
Oh,
Knockout City.
I got another one for you guys. All right, this one I saw something about it. Where did I see it at?
Is this?
It's doing an insider program, right? So it's not even insider; it's early access. Super Animal Royale.
Oh, yes, I heard about this.
We all know about this game. Kingsman is in our chat now. Has completed this game. He's played hours of it. He was like, "I'll just have a quick game," and then that was it. It was all over for the day or two.
It's pretty fun for a little bit, but yeah, I
Yeah.
played that one. That was weird. Remnant from the Ashes. That was another one we played a lot of just recently.
Yep.
But the multiplayer is
one.
broken in there, so that's depressing.
Oh man.
And so I played a lot of it, and then I couldn't play with my friends, and I didn't want to play anymore.
And you can shoot things and play with your friends.
It's true. And play Dark Souls, and so you roll, shoot, and that's all you do the whole game.
Oh, stupid
And
game.
then what was the other game we were playing just recently? Rogue Company. I really like jumping into Rogue Company every once in a while. I don't know if you guys ever played Rogue Company. It's
Rogue
a
Company. No, I haven't played it. That's
Haven't
another
played.
Oh,
shooty with your mates, isn't it?
third person Call of Duty for the most part, but it's like
Yeah.
you have like your different characters have different abilities. Hero
It's
shooter.
like Apex Legend, isn't it? That sort of thing.
Yeah,
different
it
characters.
gives you more of a vibe of like Overwatch, but
Oh,
more ground level rather than flying in the air and crazy looking characters.
There's
It's
some-
just like
there's some
yeah,
Cool videos for it, isn't there? There's some really good
Mhm.
work on the animation.
yeah, they're the people that made like Paladins or they made a battle royale. I don't remember what it's called anymore. Dang it. But yeah, they made like Paladins, like the Overwatch knockoff, and so they kind of like vibe off of they take like energy from other games, right, and put it into their style of what it looks like. And so it's Overwatch, but not as absurd and crazy.
Okay.
There's no hamsters.
That
Yeah.
is yes, that's true.
Simone and I got into Paladins a while ago in a
Yeah.
big way. We like sank 60 hours into it at some point.
I love that game. That was a good game.
Good fun.
It was great fun.
We got good at it. Oh, I think we did.
You know, we got really good at Paladins.
We got
but,
really good until we were up against a team that was really good.
until we were
yeah.
up against a team that were talking to each other.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's secret.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Man,
Right.
there's far too much to cover. So yeah, thank you for joining us, DJ. Thank you for taking the time to wake up and be here at this ridiculous hour.
No, I mean it is 3 o'clock for me. I have to be up in like 5 hours, but I don't even care. I'm just happy, dude. You know, like
Just vibing.
You
It's
can-
fine.
you have your whole life to sleep, right?
enjoy the things that you can do when you get to do it. You know what I mean? And I was
Yeah,
like,
for
I
sure.
always wanted to be on your guys' show. I mean, I've watched it's been probably about a year and a half since I started watching your guys' show.
Oh,
Oh
man.
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
thanks
Cool.
for hanging out. That's fantastic.
and
So,
then you
yeah.
guys are always super cool. You guys always support too. So it's really
Yeah.
cool just to be here. So thank you
Awesome.
guys for real though. Like this is cool.
Kyle, one thing we didn't mention is that DJ's a patron.
Oh, yes, he is
Oh.
too. Fantastic. Thank you for your support.
Yeah. Dude.
Man, that's awesome. I completely forgot. I
Yeah.
was too busy thinking about that thing that he's doing with anti-plate.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That is so cool.
So yeah, before
How's that
you
going?
Yeah, before we end, just tell everyone what that is, because that looks fantastic.
So I'm sure I have one sitting. Actually, I think I have an entire.
Do you have
box
one
here.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, I can get it.
Grab it quick. It looks fantastic.
Because we would like to
We'll
get
do a
one
red
made. I
one.
think we should get made one. There you go. Yeah.
So I'll show you. So we're called the anti plates, right? We changed up the design a little bit more than this one. This was just one of like our first shipments that we just got in. And so the idea is I'm trying to see if I can show you guys from the side. So you get your little knobs right at top, bottom. And so literally it just snaps on and it's super fast. If I had my Xbox unplugged, I could just show you but it's just like you just put the top on, slap the bottom on, it's on there. We're having some production. I don't want to call it production issues. It's design issues, right? So the reason why I told you guys about this before, I have this CO2 laser. I do a lot of other things with this too. So like we make it sounds weird. We make custom rugs. It sounds weird to say, but like literally we make bank off of it too. Like it's one of our easiest money makers we've ever done.
Cool.
And then we do laser engraved water balls and stuff like that. But I bought it because you could take these and I can do cut out different designs on it. And so I've done my Hero H, whatever that I use. I've done that on there. But we wanted to get more complex with the design. So I'm working with another guy right now. And so one of the new things that we'll have coming out here, hopefully at the end of this month, will be printed images. So it's called a UV printer. And so we'll be able to take this entire thing and have it have an entire image on the faceplate. So then it'll turn these into basically like the Xbox 360.
Oh, yes.
But the reason why we went
Right.
with this is why we turned into this is because I do not want to put a sticker on my Xbox.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
it's brilliant. You can buy a few, can't you? And just change them around to what mood you're in.
Oh yeah. And then we have these coming out too in a little bit. We're more worried about just trying to get this out first. But if we get rid of these holes, right, this thing fits perfectly on the side of your Xbox.
Oh,
So if you
yeah.
buy
Yeah.
this and two flat ones, your Xbox is completely covered. But then you can mix match or whatever, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
red, white, and blue, you could. And
That's
it's
awesome.
just- and so it's fun. It's been an experience. And so
That's very
we
cool.
did just start selling. We're just not selling like hotcakes, right? I wasn't expecting it to sell fast, and so we're in the process. We're still moving forward.
Is anyone else doing it though? Obviously, don't talk about your competitors, but I've never heard of them before. It seems like such an obvious thing to do. These things.
Nobody's done it.
No,
They do
it's crazy, isn't
stickers,
it?
but nobody's doing that. And people are like, "Are you gonna make them for PlayStation?" I'm like, "Dude, PlayStation has Snap-on plates
Yeah.
already built into it." I'm like, and so yeah,
But you could though, in theory, make them for PlayStation for the sides, make them less white.
yep, yeah. But they have I don't know if you ever seen it. There's so many companies that are doing that already, and they have way more money than I have to do that kind of thing.
Ah, I
So,
see.
Yeah.
You just need to sell more.
Yeah. These are nicer than a skin because with a skin,
Yeah.
you sort of wrap your Xbox in it. And if it's got bubbles, then it's got bubbles forever. And you peel it off and it's all sticky. It's much
Yeah.
nicer
And
to
you're
just
and you're not
snap
gonna
something on.
put that back on. The
Yeah.
sticker,
Yeah.
too. The sticker's not going back on. It's a one and done.
Yeah.
So if you didn't like it, you're like, well, guess throw that away. This one's
What's the
throw it
website?
on.
What's the website?
Antiplate.me is the site we have right now.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So it's a
Fantastic.
little tough to get to other countries right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fair
But-
enough.
But that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, see, Ahmed in the chat. I don't know if you guys ever pulled the chat. So he said D Brand.
Yeah,
D Brand's one of the companies that
D-Brand.
does the PlayStation ones. Yeah, and then they
Mm.
do skins and stuff too. But it's just
Yeah,
I never wanted to put a sticker on my Xbox, and so
I agree.
we just went for that direction.
And
And
I
so-
really love the BB-8 one that you did.
Yeah, I
Orange.
did. We've done. I was putting a lot on social media. Right now, I'm a little kind of locked in what we were doing. Got quiet on social media stuff because I'm trying to get. If I can get this UV printed on there, like the UV images,
Mm-hmm.
it's even like when I talked to my buddy about it, like the guy that does design the website, it's game changing. Once we get that, that's where, because then someone was like, hey, I want to put my whole logo on there. It's just like, all right, I'll just send
Done.
it to the guy. I get it in 2 days, send it back, send it to the person. And they got a suite. They got their whole custom logo across the whole thing.
Fantastic.
We might be ending up
So-
with some XboxCast Xbox anti-plates there, Lee.
I think
I
so. Yeah,
reckon-
we've got a new logo being finished as well currently, so it worked perfectly.
So it'll be
Yeah.
fantastic.
Definitely.
Well, yeah. Let me. You guys just go through me. Don't go through the website when you want to buy it. It's gonna be
Okay.
a lot harder to get them to you guys.
Sure, sure.
And then we could, because then I can work around different ways of shipping and stuff and make it work faster. But
Man, look at that.
Better,
Got an insider contact already.
Inside contact, yeah.
There we go.
that's the best part about streaming, man. That's why I literally I've taken like everything that I've gained from like streaming all these different years, right? And like I've got a lot of different connections and stuff, and those are a lot of people I'm working with to use this to like I don't want to call it natural growth, right? But what's the word I want?
Yeah.
I don't know if the natural's
So
not the
getting
word
them
I
to
want,
push it
but-
for you.
Yeah, and so we're trying to ship them out. We're trying to ship them out to people, but we had a really bad production issue for our first one. It was great. It came through a certain company, and let's just say they got hot in a package inside of
Oh,
a
wow,
car,
okay.
and they shrunk.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
So lost about $400 in product.
Yeah.
Man.
So what
So-
material do you use?
So right now they're basically just 3D printed for right now.
Yep.
They take quite a bit, so it's just PLA for right now. But we looked at getting them like what's the word I wanted? Injection mold.
Ah,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah, that is expensive. Injection mold, you're looking at like a $15,000, like just to get the
Oh,
mold
for the
made.
kit.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
yeah.
But
that's a
once
bit
you get
much.
that, then you're good. But
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. If
gotta
you
get
make
to that
it sell,
point.
sell a couple, then you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Man. Have you ever thought about doing like wood ones or bamboo ones?
Yeah, we have. I was there's a guy, his name's Geek Made Designs. I don't know if you guys ever seen him on Twitter and stuff. He makes like headphone stands or like Xbox holders. I don't know what the word is they use for it.
Mhm.
He makes a lot of cool little like design things for different consoles. And so I was kind of talking with him a little about. I'm like, man, we should try to make one of these with yours. And he's like,
Yeah.
cool. He's like, let's talk about it more. I'm like,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Man,
that'd be sick. But
fantastic. That would be great.
but if I get UV printed, then I won't even need to actually make it with wood. I could just make it look like it's a piece of wood. Because
Yeah.
UV printed like literally takes the image, the exact image you see, and I can do like a 4K image. I can do an 8K image and throw it on there, and it will look like the image you see. And so,
Man.
Man. Ah, that's exciting. That's fantastic.
yeah,
So yeah, we might have some in our future, Mr. Lee.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. When I saw them come up, I was like, amazing. Yeah. And then I heard our logos being done. I was like, right, sweet. Once the logo's done, we'll order a few.
That's
Mhm.
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
yeah, so,
Yeah. Well, on that note, Mr. DJ, can you tell people where to find you?
I'm really bad at streaming.
We all are bad at streaming, dude. Yeah.
I'm just like, I want to stream this week. Like today, I should have streamed today because it was my birthday, but I
What?
didn't. Yeah,
Wait,
well, it was-
today's your
yes.
birthday?
Well, yesterday, but
3
Yesterday.
hours ago was my birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday
And
for
so-
yesterday.
Oh, thank you. So I was gonna stream last night, but then we went golfing for 18 holes, and I live in Arizona, and right now it's really hot outside. And so, yeah, so it was, yeah. So I got really tired, and then I was like, I gotta do the podcast tonight with these guys, and so decided to go take a nap instead of stream.
Yeah, good
And I
plan.
woke up 3 hours later.
I
here
often
we
see you pop up just doing talking, don't you? You just kind of stream and talk
I
and
do.
play.
So yeah, we do our podcast is on Sundays, like in the middle of the day for us Sundays. So like 12 hours from now, but on Sunday.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Like
Time zones.
time zones are they're a joke.
Yeah.
But we do that, and then a lot of things too. I do. Some of you guys will see it. We do what's it called? Like we get these like snack crates from different countries, and then actually we
Ah,
have
yes.
somebody. We have a buddy that lives. We have a couple buddies that live in Australia that send us one like every like couple months. They send. So we get one every month. It's just a random box with snacks from whatever country is the country for the month. And then I bring my whole family in here. Right? So my wife and my 2 kids are in here, and most of the time we obviously don't feed the baby everything because our baby's like 9 months. So, but it's just, I don't know, it's just fun. It's just
Man, that sounds hilarious. That's great. Just all these random snacks.
Yep. And so that's more of my streaming. That's what we really do. And then like, I don't know. I did do some laser streams. I've done some things like that. But like, I just don't play games with streaming anymore. I don't know. It just turned into a job and I didn't want another job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially with all the stuff you're doing at the moment as well.
Yeah. And then I do esports on the side too.
Oh,
So I'm an esports director / coach for a junior college over here.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I do a lot.
Yeah. Do you ever sleep?
I on the average day I go to bed about 2 a.m. and I wake up at about 8 a.m. And I
Man.
just work the entire time. Well, then I play video games. The late at nighttime is when I get to play video games, and so
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
but, yeah,
Man.
it gets a little sloppy when you do it that much, though. But you know,
Yeah, I can imagine. Flip. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And
Hey.
yeah, definitely follow DeeJayHerro on Twitter and check out antiplate.me. Check out what you can do with your Xbox. It's doing fantastic stuff. DJ also streams on Twitch. He's also got a podcast, Zuba Games. So check that out. And thank you for joining us.
hey,
DJ?
thank you so much. That was so
Big-
fun.
Great having you here. Mr. Lee, where can they find you?
I am on Twitter and on Xbox under Lee Howard.
And
So-
Simone,
I am Jim Bean NZ on Xbox Live and Twitter.
Xbox Network.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
networking one.
And you can find me at Zarkrus, Xarcrius on Xbox. And I tweeted today for the first time in like a couple of years.
It was
So,
Apple though, wasn't it?
yeah, it was about Apple. So just to rile you up a bit there, Mr. Lee, I thought I'll jump onto Twitter, log in again after like how many years, just to rile Lee up. And then I'll log out of Twitter and I'll do it again in 2 years' time.
I feel that.
So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. Everyone on the chat, everyone who's going to listen in the future, not the past, the future to this podcast. And yeah, keep an eye out. We've got a new logo that's going to be dropping soon. So hashtag surprises are coming your way. Thank you very much for hanging out and listening. We've been the XboxCast. Give DeeJayHerro a follow. He's a great guy. We can't say anything more great about him. He's just too good. Thank you guys. Goodbye and good night.
Plays.